Hello there, I'm Alger Hill. Welcome back to some Hearts of Iron 4 playing Communist China in Waking the Tiger. It's 1938, 2nd of April. We pulled back. It's not going super great. We just reloaded from the last episode because obviously I wanted to see what happened to the Communist Uprising. But it looks like it's just not going to fire because we've lost the line. We're not going to be able to push these guys back. They're too strong right now. It looks like they have beaten us back. We have been touched in a deep and uncomfortable way. Life is pain, ladies and gentlemen. Life is pain. These guys need to pull back now. They literally cannot. They can't contain this. Let's see if we can at least encircle that division. Oh, puppy, it's okay. I still have my little puppy from the last episode because she's right here, and she wants a little bit of attention. So I'm just going to be rubbing her belly while I'm on stream, but that's okay. While we're recording this, I know, professional YouTuber. I know. How do I cope? Why is that listed as an additional capital? Ah, because the owner of it is Manguka. That's fine. That's why. Alright, as soon as the river is broken, though, then it's going to be it. Oh, man. It's not going well for us, guys. Let's see if we can encircle these guys. They're in multiple combats, and they're low supply and in circles. They should get killed quite quickly. But it's not looking good. Ah, damn. Any mountains here, that'd be good. There are actually some mountains. Ah. We should be doing this differently. Hang on, let me just delete this defensive line, this fallback line, because this is not what we want. Because this is not right. It needs to be like this. Oh, puppy, don't freak out and fly away. There we go. Because that way we get to utilize some of the natural mountains, and we also utilize the river. Didn't use that right. There we go. Oh, my puppy. It's okay, puppy. Little freckles. Freckle, freckle. Alright. And she banged her head, and now she's jumping off my lap, and she kicked me in the balls. Okay. Thank you, puppy. Really appreciate that. I love being kicked in the balls by a dog. Let's see what 100 Regiments campaign actually does, because I actually do not know. Okay. The occasional little whine from the background. Oh my god. Having a puppy is hard work, guys. It's a lot of hard work. Okay, next up. I guess we're going to get the construction too, as we did in the last episode. We're just going to keep building defenses. I've actually built her little bed underneath me. A little towel. Now she has a little bed. Puppy. Night, night. She's a little tired. Okay, these divisions now need to leave before it gets too late. We're still holding on to... I want to still use this as a defensive section. Oh, she's going to have a little nap. But they're coming real soon. Oh, I'm concerned. I am quite concerned. Okay, let's get these guys over there. God damn it, China. You're the worst. I think I should have worked on getting Red Army weakened just deleted much sooner. I think that would have been good. What gets rid of Red Army? So it's actually People's Liberation Army. Ah, man, they're coming for me. Keep holding on, keep holding on. That's it, boys. We can do this. We have a Chinese division here. Here we go. This guy's fast. He's moving. Planning speed. Mountaineer. Let's go. I believe in you. Can you get some encirclements? No, 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 no. Right there. That's it. Go, 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 go. 5 times 2? It's 10. I know, I'm a genius. Ah, damn it. And they started attacking straight away. No, they're gonna get cut off. No. Unless we can stop them. We can do this. It's 1 day and 16 hours. Go! Cut them off. Make them regret being born. Never mind, we failed. Okay, never mind. Back to your defensive positions. Oh god, the line's been cut already. Not like this. I hate the way that when defensive lines get deleted, they just kind of spaz out and kill themselves. Okay, pull back to the main river. Go, go, go. We're still holding on. We were holding on. Get Qingdao, get Qingdao, get Qingdao. Making a very difficult choice. G-Sync or borderless window. I hate the choice. Your life is basically agony. Now they're attacking me here. No, they're lost. There goes China, ladies and gentlemen. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Wish the Soviet Union would help. And they would pull back. I think that maybe the way to do this is to go through Soviet Union. Yeah. It's to go through the Soviet Union. Join the Soviet Union, and then the Soviet Union gets called into the war. Then you can push back on Japan. I think that's the way to do this. Yep, Qingdao's lost. Okay, everyone pull back this way. Great stuff, great stuff. Oh, this Lin Bao's got some bonuses. Ambusher, max entrenchment. Yes, please. Good stuff. Keep up these bonuses. Unfortunately, we have organization reduction, or growth reduction, because of the problems. Because of the issues we have. Volunteers. 2 volunteers from the Soviet Union. Maybe that'll help. Though I do doubt it. Puppy is now fast asleep underneath me. Harley Quinn 56, thanks so much for joining, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Do you think this is worth 20 bucks? The review embargo is just about lifted. I would say yeah. The problem is I think a lot of the really good stuff is actually in Cornflakes. But I think Waking the Tiger actually does add some nice stuff, especially if you want to play in like the Chinese region, you want to experience some of the new stuff. I think it's really cool. I like it. I'd probably pay for it. They sent us 2 divisions of template 3, and they are... It looks like they are 7... Oh. It looks like they're like... Their width is very strange. What? They appear to be like 15 width infantry artillery. Okay, whatever. And I'm afraid, Jesus, the official policy in the stream is do not talk about pirating. We do not adjust or highlight pirating games in the stream. That's your warning for that, my friend. Alferner is like, you can't stream now. The DLC releases soon. You're not my supervisor, Alferner. I shall be waiting until Kaiserreich is compatible. Don't remember when I last played Hearts of Iron 4 Vanilla. Well, there are still some mods you can utilize, but yeah, I mean, obviously, Hearts of Iron is one of those games that's just so much better with mods. Didn't know. That's alright, buddy. I appreciate that. But, you know, I mean, Paradox, this is the thing. For me, Paradox is a very good company. They do work really hard with YouTubers. I mean, I'm still a relatively small channel, but they provide me with early access copies to review and demonstrate content to you guys, which is fantastic for my channel. They've given me a media ticket for PDXCon. They work very closely with... I work very closely with them. I think they're a company that does care quite a lot, which is good. Okay, so we do actually have a possibility here to push back. They are very, very weak. That is interesting. Interesting indeed. Let's see what happens, shall we? I think it could be fun. We've also had a chance to get back a little bit of equipment. Let's try and train at least a couple divisions. You're gonna need 1,000 to pair. Thankfully, their entrenchment bonus is going to stick around. Pocket defense, beautiful. Giving out of supply and supply grace, very useful. We're also going to get max organization and entrenchment from the defense in depth. By offering relatively light resistance and temporarily giving ground, we can trade space for time and allow attacking forces to exhaust themselves. Use the plus 400% planning speed. That is exactly my plan, my friend. I'm going to be using the staff office plan as soon as my divisions are in order, and giving them the staff office plan, which is going to give them massive bonuses for that. I'm going to do that right now. Draft dodging. A new report by the War Office shows a marked reduction in available manpower. It appears that the latest batch of recruits is much smaller than initially expected. The discrepancy is currently under investigation, but the first point leads to a large number of people who are technically fit for service, managing to avoid the draft. 18-year-old students are suddenly skilled workers employed in critical war industry. Former athletes fail their fitness tests, and in some cases, recruits have simply vanished without a trace. When people are caught and interrogated, they point towards the poor conditions of the army, the indifferent officers, and not wanting to die for a lost cause. Oh god, because the low stability. Military leaders demand a harsh crackdown on people avoiding the draft, but many in the government believe that improving the living conditions of enlisted soldiers might be a better approach. Nothing can be done about it. Unfortunate. So how much manpower do I lose from that? I'm actually losing mobilization per day because of draft dodging. Hey, sick man, what's up? Welcome back to the stream. Thank you for joining me, playing Communist China. Arrest anyone found evading the draft, lose political power, and 15 days to implement, and it's 60% chance it succeeds. Or pay rise for enlisted soldiers, lose 120 political power. I will lose 120 political power. This can happen when you have below 50% stability. Okay, so these guys should now give very high planning bonuses. Alright, let's go. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. Come on, lads. You can do it. We're going to cut these guys across. Make sure that we're attacking in multiple areas. Try and push him to the river, boys. I would have shot him. That's right. I would have shot him, but fortunately, it doesn't work that way here. Oh, we are immediately losing. Nah, this war is just over. Yeah, no look. The fall of Nanjing. Sporadic gunfire can be heard and civil fires are raging in different parts of the city, but most surviving Chinese forces have withdrawn or been captured. China's over halfway dead. Oh, there's no way we can pull this back. Okay. Never mind. Everyone on the defense. Everyone on the division defense. Never mind. Very unfortunate for us. If you wouldn't mind strategically redeploying, that'd be great. Orphan International. Stalin responded to the growing square Trotskyism abroad by ordering additional assassinations and increased propaganda. But the past purge of suspected Trotskyists in the higher ranks of the Soviet military and leadership in recent memory is unlikely met with any resistance. The 100 Regiments campaign. Did we get it, or did we not get an event? Did we get an event for it, or what? Can you do peace treaties to end wars yet, or not? No, not really, Harley Quinn, no. Okay, that didn't seem to actually do anything. Draft dodging. It happened again. Are you serious? It happened again. Ah! Launch 100 regiments offensive, giving a division attack core territory for 180 days. Okay, that's actually kind of useful. If it's a core territory. What's happening? Why did it fire twice? That's odd. Okay. So that would be great if we had the ability to actually do this. Unfortunate. You know what the dog noise, man. Oh boy. Look at that. Well, that's a loss right there. Almost like there's a bug. It's not a bug per se. I wonder if this has actually been rebalanced a little bit, because they did rebalance. They rebalanced Manchukuo, and that's the reason I'm able to do so well in my series, because they did change a couple things and made it a little bit better. My concern is this is not rebalanced. What if I should do it again rather than reload it? But yeah, look at this. This is mad. Expeditionary force from these guys. Oh wow, thanks. Where would I be without you? Not much. No. Well, it's actually a pretty big encirclement right here. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Go, please. Oh crap! Are we able to just take a bunch of land because they've got too many troops in the southeast? Go, 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 go. Get over there, man. Let's go. What is happening? Take a new national focus. Let's get military intelligence. No, let's go down towards People's Liberation Army so I can get rid of these damn Red Army weakened. With a position more secure, we can move on from the revolutionary struggle for survival, the struggle for national leadership. Hey, Sniper, what's up, man? Welcome back to the stream. You should have betrayed the nationalists. I didn't have a chance. The nationalist China had crumbled before I even had the opportunity to do so. The China is just too weak, honestly. National China is so weak right now. The this inter-service rivalry, Navy dominant. Why would you pick that as the option? This is historical focus, and they picked the Navy. Oh, that's Japan. Sorry, I'm reading. I thought it was China. Like what? They've gotten rid of it at last. Finally, they've actually gotten rid of it. Yeah, the problem is that the AI is not rushing these things fast enough. Smart thing to do. Look at this. Look at that. Look at all these focuses they got with the foreign investors. It's so useless. Like, some of these are very, very powerful. but they are not taking them. This is the problem. And this is what's caused their kind of defeat, because they've not got the bonuses. Like, planning skill bonus for junior generals is quite nice. Chinese Hindenburg Line, Shanghai Fortification, that's useful. But primarily, this crap. Oh, anti-communism. But yeah, the Gun United Front, pick a night with Japan, War of Resistance, Division Defense, 10%. War of National Liberation, Division Attack, 10%. Anti-imperialism. The bonuses against Japan, 10%. Scorched Earth Tactics. Forced Conscription. Well, that's not that great. 50% cost for Force Attack. That's fantastic. You're watching your left because you forgot your login. You also got Democracy to go control one. There's so many better routes. And they just didn't take them. That's why they're doing so badly, because they just haven't got the correct things. They have inflation as well. All my mods are useless. Yes, they are. I think I might try another game as National China. See if I can do a bit better, but this is just sad, man. Go, go, go. Force attack, force attack. Let's do it. Yep, all your mods are now broken, basically. Remember, you can right-click on the game, go to betas, and go back a patch, and it'll just automatically do that if you wish to play on a better mod, with other mods. And we have been encircled, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we tried. Nah, they got too many divisions ready and waiting. Actually, there are some movements we could grab here. They've massively strategically redeployed. In a desperate bid for survival. What you doing, bro? Oh, we've taken Beijing. Keep going. We should go back to speed 4. If you want to play a better mod, don't know if villain was a mod. Shut up, man. Hashtag Paradox is the best AI. Yeah, historical focus, they just don't take the right stuff. This is the problem. They're not strong enough to do this. They're just not. German Reichskriegs memo. Oh, man. I mean, this is sad. This is not going to be a success. Even when we've done this, there's no way for us to push back because the AI is not helping. There's too many divisions in the south. Nah. I just splashed myself in the face with water. That was very unpleasant. No, look at this. This is too unpleasant. And the fact that we have to reduce division organization gain is very problematic for us. Nah, this isn't happening. We've already filled in the gaps. And we've already lost the division. Pull back. Pull back. With Waking the Tiger, China gets quite a lot of problems. It very much does, my friend. It very much does. Oh, boy. We have a lot of political power right now. We could jump to war economy, but better yet, we could actually try and spend it on individual entrenchment bonuses, logistics. I'll probably get on division recovery rate. Yeah, well, cosmetic mods will get updated very quickly, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. So now we're just going to wait for nationalist China to get capitulated, and we'll see what happens with us. But they are pretty much wrecked. There's not a lot that can happen. Hey, Harley Quinn, thanks so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I use a couple other mods. I use, well, one mod I love to use, actually, was the, strategic menu change, but now they have actually added ×5 screens, so it doesn't matter anymore. Well, we did a small counteroffensive, but it just didn't go well for us. Let's get rid of that. We can't afford. Don't have the infantry equipment for this. Central Military Commission, good stuff. Let's go People's Liberation Army. People's Volunteer Army. Oh, I just lost it to send volunteer forces. We don't want that. 666Y666. Wow, Sick, thanks so much for the helpful contribution, buddy. I really appreciate you. You're always the best viewer around. You're just cluttered because you don't need 10 weapon tabs anymore. I know, I like that a lot better. And also the fact that you can close weapon tabs now, I think is a godsend. Let's save our research for when we hit 39, so we can get the next industry sections. Oh man, it's not good, guys. I'm mainly just doing this as a bit of an experiment right now. We're going to see what happens when we do get utterly destroyed. Okay. We're going to get puppeted, most likely. Funny thing is, we are actually 16%. Well, they're actually only 15%. That's because they're getting so much wrecking. Oh, these poor guys in Ningbao. Yeah, the Japanese are just pushing them in, just really touching them up in horrible ways. A social experiment. That's right. Hashtag gunsexual. That's right. Our divisions are holding. Oh, no, they're not. No, they are not. Please stop that. Everybody hang on. Half dodging, warbot. Screw it. 100 Regiment's offensive. We got nothing else to do. Let's launch the Communist Uprising. Yay. That'll go super well. Glad to contribute where you can. Sick, your presence itself contributes so much. Go on Alger Hill, that's right. Oh my god, the puppy underneath me sleeping is so cute. She's so adorable. It's so hard to not look at her. So cute. Okay. I'm a professional YouTuber, I promise. Okay, so... Team Algerfish. No! Yeah, it doesn't actually come up and tell me when you've won it, though. Bitch follow. Why are you just saying these things? Why do you say these things? Okay. National Liberation. People's... Okay, so now we're finally going to be a little bit stronger, and the Soviets want to help us out. People's Volunteer Army. Struggle to liberate workers and peasants of the world, fought in many countries. So that only gives us max volunteer force divisions. That's pretty shit. Let's go down a reactivation campaign. Oh boy. I'm just gonna wait now and see what happens if China as they get annihilated slowly. Bye-bye, China. Bye-bye. Is there a... We got division recovery rate right now. Maybe division... No, we want recovery rate. Let's get entrenchment as well to try and get increased entrenchment. You hoard your fish. Nice. Oh, man. Look at these deaths. Oh, wow. 2 Soviet divisions have come to help. Oh, look. They're crappy infantry again. As far as I've seen, you're pretty much forced to fight defensively against Japanese forts and digging in until you can match their power in open field. Yeah, pretty much. But the problem is that it still doesn't work. The problem is at the moment, I think, is that National China is just too weak. Nationalist China isn't strong enough to defend itself against the Japanese onslaught, and also they're really terrible about defending their ports against naval invasion. So what happens is they get naval invaded and they get wrecked. The moment a naval invasion lands, you lose. The only other alternative is to build a bunch of really crappy divisions and chuck them on every single port and stand there for 1,000 years and hope that you don't get invaded, because there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 total ports, not counting the ones in the East Hebei and Beijing provinces that you have to guard. So you need an army. Yeah, the Japan did win that, obviously, but it just seems the moment too hard. It is possible, but I think a good deal of luck is necessary to really actually win it, you know? And it's problematic. Very problematic. Okay. Yeah, play on civilian, please. I wish. I think I'd like to try Nationalist China next, because the issue is, as these guys, it's hard to build forts. Build deep battle. The mass mobilization. It's very hard to actually build forts, because obviously you have very limited civilian factory power. But alongside that, you don't own this territory. As Nationalist China, you'd have a lot more, well, at least some more forts. Now, you actually do have quite a lot of forts. So you could actually build individual forts all along here. I mean, you'd definitely lose Beijing. That's just an inevitability. But being able to grab all this would be really good. Good Maoism. The great chairman has spent long months developing his political theories. Well, here it comes, lads. The fall of China. The fall of China. I don't understand. I am solving the crisis. I'm so confused. I have solved it, and it doesn't go away. Very strange. Infiltrate Xi'an. Maybe not. Oh, boy. It's too unpleasant. You also don't get the chance to infiltrate China before Japan breaks out. There's no way to become communist China in anticipation of it. This is the issue. I wonder if maybe joining the Comintern is the right way to go. Ow. Eastern Soviet Union... Communist China is fully independent. Yeah, so you can't have joined the individual factions. I wonder if another route for communist... Oops. Just knocked my headset out. I wonder if another route for communist China would actually be to refuse... a new deal. And radio transmitted, Mao Zedong announced he calls social revolution. Over the next hour, he led a system of reforms that touch every part of social life. Battle Total 1, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the street, my friend. Lovely to have you. He also announced a major budding program for affordable housing for young families to begin the day an armistice is signed. This really had significant effect in general morale. Recruitment offices across the country. Right, so, is it going to affect morale? Recruitment offices across the country report conscripts appearing and asking options to extend their service. Okay. Giving us extra stability and removing all of that. Cool, but it has literally no bearing on what's happening. I just want to kind of let this episode play out because we're getting annihilated with Communist China. I think there are other ways to do this. We didn't do this the right way. For example, I think going, like, trying to join... I think joining China doesn't work. I think joining China itself doesn't work. I think you have to abandon them. I think you have to say hell no and just let them invade. And then I think you need to do the communist civil war and just invade them as soon as possible. I think that's what we need to do. I think you just can't, you can't fight with them because Japan just beats them because their division organization is too terrible. Hey there, Jesus, thanks for stopping by. Their 33% division organization and defensive production is just too weak. They literally cannot deal with the aggression and the offensive. So as soon as what happens is they'll become naval invaded from Japan, either here, there, or more likely there. And then what happens is they get wrecked. So no brilliant Marx wrote a specific European perspective, particularly reflecting the implementation of socialist policies. Hooray. So yeah, it just doesn't work. You can't side with nationalist China, I think, unless you get very lucky and Japan doesn't attack. You also then need to be very quick and build additional divisions to guard ports and hope the AI isn't shit and gets naval invaded elsewhere when you're not looking. And as long as they don't lose ports, then they could hold on for a long enough time for you to be able to trigger the civil war sufficiently. But the problem is the moment you trigger the civil war, unless you set up a defensive fortification line along here, Japan will then crush your butt. So I think the only alternative is to stay out of the war entirely. Single China could work. You have to get partisans in Manchukuo and try to eat most of their border so their divisions support you. The problem is they're just too strong. There's too much aggression, and the line falls down with nationalist China because they're so weak. That's one problem. The AI isn't good enough to defend. Yeah, the fact that they're not good enough to defend naval invasions is the serious problem. If they could defend against naval invasions, then this would be fine. But what happens is, one Japanese division touches down, the AI immediately brings 15 divisions from the front line down here, and it retreats them from active combats. And when it retreats them from active combat, suddenly they get wrecked because the front line falls apart, and then everything is annihilated. And that's it. And then they break the river. Because what happens, they'll push to Beijing, but then they'll hold on the river, but then they break the river, and then that's it. They just can steamroll through. Because the Chinese, and even myself, have reduced division recovery rate, and reduced organization, so we just simply cannot survive. We're just going to let this episode play out and see what happens. A little bit. Because the Japanese are pushing a poop in. I'd be tempted to maybe try this again with a different setup. I'm not sure. Be interesting to say the least. But we've been wrecked a little bit and touched in many gentle ways. It's been uncomfortable for us all. Life's pain. Die. Okay, we're still waiting. Doopy-doopy-doo. It's gonna be quite a long episode when I tie it all together. But that's okay. I just wanted us to kind of all be... I want to see what happens when we get completely capitulated and get wrecked. We're able to hold this line. This is the thing. We're fine. But it's national China that's not. Well, they are managing to hold on quite well. It's just in the south they're not. They're falling like a stack of dominoes. Checkmate. Yes, yes, yes. World War II, but no one cares about that. What happened? What? Oh, we popped out of that faction. Yeah. So we made our own faction, Marxism with Chinese characteristics. Unfortunately, that still puts me at war. It still keeps me at war, but annoyingly. Estimated army ratio. Okay, so we can't get People's Republic to work much stronger. Okay, so yeah, we kind of just gotta sit here. Fortunately, it's troubling. Battle total. What are you thinking about Waking the Tiger? Have you bought it yet? We can do the communist uprisings again, or we're just gonna let them fall. So we're now officially not a part of the faction. We've made our own, which is cool. Very interesting. Hey, One Piece? Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. Hey, Japan, you want peace? Peace? Ah, who knew? How did I know? Yeah, come on. Once they get to Chongqing and take some of these lands as well, they should capitulate. Capitulate. Luxembourg has capitulated. Okay, we'll end the episode here, and in the next episode, we will see the demise of China. Make sure to leave a like and comment in the video. Let me think of the series so far. Now, it's Aldridge, and I'll continue to be, and this has been some Hearts of Iron 4 playing as China. Bye bye.